Do those moments just kind of hit you at random points in your day, or like maybe you're just doing something, you look up and be like, holy shit, like what the hell has life become?
Like this whole thing right here, like, it's crazy.
What's going on, guys? I'm Speedy, and the name of this show is 360 with Speedy, and today I am joined by South Carolina's very own. He's a member of AMP, and he's also the sham god. Duke Dennis is in the building. Duke, what's up, man? How are you?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Good, good, good. What is the origin of Duke Dennis? Where does that name Duke come from?
It's just a like hood name, just a name I got.
Growing up, did it come from something? Like, were you doing something when that name happened?
Nah, I know my aunt gave it to me,
Okay.
but I never really like asked like why.
Even still to this day, you don't know
Nah.
what the meaning of Duke is.
It flow good though.
It does flow well.
Yeah.
It does flow well. Duke, you are a content creator, YouTuber, influencer. If somebody was to ask you, maybe somebody older than us was to ask you, hey, what do you do? What would you say?
Oh man, I just say influencer.
Influencer.
Yeah, it's like it's so hard to like put everything into like a name.
Yeah.
Cause like I do YouTube, stream, just whatever.
Yeah.
I just be doing a whole bunch of random stuff.
At this point, do you feel like your parents understand what you do for a living?
Oh nah, my mama didn't even know she still don't know what to call it. She thought I just like played games.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she still don't know.
I think that's a common theme, especially amongst younger people. Like, a lot of our parents really don't know like my parents really don't understand what I do for a living either. So I can only imagine your family is probably like, yeah, he do something, but he's doing well.
They just say I'm on the internet.
Okay, that's what they be saying?
Yeah, that's what they.
Yeah, he do something on the internet.
Yeah,
but
he be on the internet.
He be on the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it back to the beginning, man. You're born and raised in South Carolina, and then you went to the Army.
Yeah.
And you made a face even as I say it. You've been quoted as saying it's one of the biggest regrets that you ever had in your life. Do you still feel that way, or do you feel like that was maybe a part of your journey?
It definitely was like a part of my journey. But as I get older, I know like it definitely taught me some valuable like traits, like being punctual and discipline and things like that. But other than that, I feel like I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah.
I feel like my life didn't really start until I got out of the Army.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely taught you how to be punctual. Not only were you on time, you were early today, and that's rare. On this show, people do not be on time.
Oh, really?
But rappers, always late.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, but my brother, you were, if we had to rank in order of the guests we've had on 360, who's been the most on time, you might be number one.
I like that.
So you've cemented your place in 360 history. So
I like
congratulations.
That right there. I think I got here at 12:31.
Right. Maybe a little earlier than that.
Yeah.
But your call time was 12:30. So
Yeah.
thank you for being on time, my brother.
No problem, man.
Germany is where you were stationed at in the Army.
Yeah.
Came home. And then you had to start living what was sort of like a normal life. Barry's Plastic.
Barry's Plastic.
Yeah, what is Barry's Plastic? You got a job there.
Yeah.
What was Barry's Plastic like?
It's a plastic making company. Like I tried to, coming out from the Army, like I ain't have no money, so I just tried to, get a regular job. And I was there for 29 days.
And that was it.
Almost fell into the like plastic making machine. Like I was tired, like I didn't get no sleep the previous night, so I came to work. I was working from 12 to 12.
Yeah.
My first regular job ever. I'm working 12 to 12, graveyard shift. And I didn't get no sleep the previous night. So I came to work at 12 and I was up 2-3 hours. And I almost fell asleep in front of the machine. And I woke up pretty much like catching myself. And like the plastic maker roller, it was just like rolling like in my face while I'm sitting here like, I'm like, man. So I just walked out. I walked home.
The entire journey, though, through your time in the Army, it seemed when you got off your job in Germany, you'd come home, you'd play the game, and you'd stream, and you were kind of consistently building up. Is that how it went?
Yeah. When I got off at 5, you work it's like the Army is a regular 9 to 5, except like
working out in the mornings?
Yeah, like being on call 24/7 is what makes the Army like unbearable for me. Mm-hmm. So when I got off at 5, I would just take my uniform off and play 2K until I went to sleep. I didn't even know YouTube, like, you could have your own personal channel. I thought it was just full of like music videos and fights and like just random videos. So when I found out that you could have your own personal channel and actually make money from it, I just tried it out. I took one of those videos, like you said, it was the girl hitting them. Yeah. I just took it, I posted on my own channel and I forgot about it until like a few months later I checked the how much money I made from it. It was like $200-$300.
That was your first ever YouTube check, though.
Yeah, it was.
Not bad out the gate.
Once I seen that, it was up.
You was like, oh, it's over. Fuck Barry's
Yeah.
plastic. I'm doing this.
Yeah, fuck everything.
Yeah. Davo, he gave you your first ever YouTube channel?
Yeah, my dog Davo, yeah.
He gave you the channel?
Yeah, like, he had a channel, but his channel was like, he used to just upload, like, music with the lyrics on it.
Okay.
And, like, I don't know why he wanted to do that, but his whole channel was just full of, like, songs with the music, with lyrics attached. And I had a channel at first, but he had, like, 3K subscribers, and I had, like, 100. And he was like, I don't use mine, so you could just have this just because how the numbers look. You already have 3K. So I took his and deleted mine, and then started uploading like 2K videos and stuff.
Is that the channel that you use to this day?
For my 2K channel, yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
till this day, the channel that you're using is the channel that started as Davo uploading videos of songs with lyrics.
Yeah, it still got his email attached to it and everything.
Really?
I
So
still
when
use his.
when you log in, you have to use his email address?
Yeah, his email.
Is it the password that he set?
No,
Or
no.
you
I changed the password, of course. But,
Okay.
But yeah, it's still his email.
Shout out to Davo.
Shout out my dog Davo, man.
It seems like, at least back when I was growing up, we're similar age, so when we were growing up, the people who played the game and who stayed on the computer a lot were always looked at in a negative way, as like the nerds, as like, oh man, come outside. And now it seems like that is kind of shifted
It's
a bit.
completely roles reversed.
Yeah, why do you think that is?
Because now, like, me and you same age, now like people around our age and older, they realizing that like there's so many opportunities that can stem from like being on the internet in general. So nobody really wants to like work for other people no more.
Yeah.
If you had the opportunity to like be your own boss, I guess, I think everybody want to take that. I feel like I got like the best of both worlds. Cause obviously I was outside, but I still was on the game whenever I got the opportunity. Being like one of the people who like they look to as like, I guess, leading the charge, I still would advocate for them going outside. I don't think you should be in the house cooped up on iPads and computers all day.
Right.
So I think I would want them to look at me as like balance. Yeah.
Content creation. For those who maybe don't understand, how is it lucrative? How does one monetize content creating? How do you make money?
It's a whole different lanes, but content creator is like the ads. Ads on your videos is what make you money.
Got it.
Like YouTube, when you're watching the video, you'll see an ad pop up, and that's how that creator got paid. Same for streaming. When they streaming and then 4, 5, 6 ads pop up, that's how they get paid.
Got it. There's also subscriptions though.
For Twitch, yeah, you can subscribe for $5 a month.
Okay.
And the creator, depending on the deal they got from whichever streaming like platform they got, they get like a percentage of that subscription.
Got it. So there's a bunch of different ways to make money then.
Yeah. But in my opinion, the way to make the most money is by like sponsorships and partnerships. And
Got
stuff
it. Like
that.
brand deals.
Yeah.
But those only come when and if you build an audience that's big enough that you can like sell against.
Yeah. So eventually your face starts making the money by itself.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. And is that kind of the space that you're in now?
Yeah. Like I make most of my money from people wanting to like work with me.
Got it.
Yeah.
Like endorsing a product, or can you do a sponsored mention or some
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
like
Or
that.
can you be here?
Right, right,
Like,
right.
just-
An appearance and shit like that. So now you're a member of AMP, Any Means Possible. What is that collective? How would you describe that?
Like Big Bang Theory. That's what I be thinking of it like. It was never supposed to happen, but like now it's just like super perfect where like all the members being super different and coming from like all ends of the country, and now we all in just one house, even though everybody is completely different from each other. But at the same time, we all our own individual like people and content creators and businesses as well. So like the issue with that is like we all have to like put our own personal schedule aside to like make sure we prioritize
The
AMP,
team and being a group.
The original 4 is me, Agent Davis, and Phantom.
Got it. And now is it 5 members
It's
in
6.
total? It's
It's
6.
6,
Who's
yeah.
the 6th?
Chris next door.
Chris. Okay, copy. So it's 6 guys all together. Y'all have a crib here in Atlanta. Do you have plans to expand that? Are more people going to join?
No.
Y'all locked in.
Yeah, nobody else can join.
Why?
Cause like I feel like if you remove or add anybody, it'll just mess the whole thing up. Like if you take away one member, the whole thing will fall apart.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So no one will ever be a member of AMP. Just the 6 of y'all, and that's it.
Yeah. Nobody else can join. Yeah, I don't like that.
A lot of groups, whether it's in sports or music, don't stand the test of time. Eventually, a lot of times, people's egos get in the way. Maybe businesses aren't matching up. How are you guys managing to put those differences aside, put the personal plays aside, and just still remain as a collective?
I think it's because like everybody appreciates what AMP has done for us individually. Like nobody would be where they are if it wasn't for AMP itself. So like, just like Kai, for example, he's bigger than everybody and the group itself, but he still understands that like you can't like change or switch, even though you are bigger, when like AMP is the reason that we even here in the first place.
Copy.
So like, I mean, and I love him for that as well, cause like he could start being weird or like just have an ego, but Kai doesn't have an ego. Phantom, nobody has an ego when it comes to like making sure that AMP is like a priority. And so,
That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Y'all can stay locked in.
yeah.
I love that. Shout to Kai. He's been on the show before as well. I've heard you once say that Kai ruined a generation because of the word Rizz. Why do you say this?
I wouldn't say ruined it, but like
You did say it.
he ruined it. He ruined it. People don't like realize they influenced, and like the word Rizz, man, it took the world by storm. And it still do. Like it's still a very relevant word, and I wish it wouldn't be.
Why?
People overdo and overuse like everything they come in contact with. So what starts off cool eventually turns corny, and then it washes out, and then something else is. I don't like the cycle. Yeah.
The cycle of cool to lame and
Yeah.
cool to lame.
It never fails.
When he was on the show, I asked him, I said, did you invent the word Rizz? And he didn't take credit for it. He said, oh, it's just something me and my friends used to say. Like, I just heard somebody say it. We all just started saying it, and now it's a thing. And now it's in the dictionary.
It won word of the year. How? It's crazy, man. It's insane. Whenever I go in public, that's definitely a top word out here.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Do people ask you to say, or to like?
No, they asked me to teach them. Like they be asking me to like teach them Rizz, or like teach them how to Rizz, and I just think that's the craziest question you can ask.
What? Okay, let's start here. What does Rizz mean for the older people watching? Maybe for the people who are watching who don't know, what does the word Rizz mean?
I done seen people say that Rizz is short for charisma.
Okay.
That's cap.
Not true.
That's not the definition. Rizz is just another word for having game.
How often do you hear something Rizz related?
Online, I see it every day.
When you're out in the world, right, and
Yeah.
you have an interaction with somebody, what is the probability that the word Rizz comes up?
80%.
Wow.
If it's a male, 80%.
Wow.
If it's a female, then they don't say.
Right.
Females don't even they're not associated with that word. It's the men.
It's the men.
Yeah.
Or the young men in this.
Nah, not no more. It's grown, like you said, it's grown ass men who say it.
So 80% of the time you come into a contact with a fan or maybe somebody who watches your stuff, the word Rizz is said.
Yeah.
What are the telltale signs of someone who's gonna ask?
White people always say it. White people probably like 90%.
Wow, so it's an increased 10%.
If you white.
So white man, he's 90% asking you about Rizz in some capacity.
If they white and they know and they support me, 90% they gonna say something associated with Rizz. When I was in Aspen, they all said it.
100%. Across the board, every interaction.
They all said it.
Yo, can you teach me how to have Rizz? Or
they all said it.
do you have like a formulated answer that you just give every time?
Now I say, I don't got nothing to do with it.
As someone who spends a lot of time on the internet, what would you say is your favorite part of the internet?
Right now, it's like compliments.
Okay.
Right now.
What do you mean by that?
Like, seeing like compliments.
About yourself?
Yeah, right now. Because it's like a newfound thing. Like, because my support system was 90% male and 10% women. But now it's like 50-50.
Wow.
So it's like a newfound, like, it's like refreshing to see like compliments and not seeing like trolls 24/7.
Right.
So
It's nice to refresh the DMs and there's some ladies in there and not just like men supporters that
now
are asking for Rizz.
Now my DMs is like mostly women.
Wow.
And now like it's rare to see like somebody in there trolling now.
Wow. The comeback of the century.
Yeah, like it's
came
super
from-
refreshing.
You was
Like,
down 3-1 and came back and now you got some shorties in there.
I still love my dogs, like love my male supporters, but like they know.
Yeah. But listen, we do it for the
Yeah.
Speaking of AMP, how real is this beef between AMP and RDC?
Oh, they see my dogs, man. Like they my dogs. It's harmless like beef. They just talk a lot of shit, and we do too. So like it'll never like the shit talking will never like cease. Cause Mark, he talk a lot. So it's nothing like serious. But at the end of the day, it's still like I'm still gonna talk shit about them,
Right,
and vice versa.
Got it. So it's like a friendly banter, but competitive in a way.
Yeah, but like I was just saying, like a lot of people can't dictate what's real and what's fake.
Right.
So you'll see a lot of comments like picking sides, when the whole time it's like we all on the same side anyway.
Got it.
Yeah, they suck at everything though.
Do they?
Yeah,
Like what?
like sports, like sports. They might be good at games. They suck at games too.
So y'all are better than them in sports. Y'all are better than them in the game.
Yeah.
What else?
Bro, everything, bro. Like it's just everything, bro. Like, I don't see nothing they can beat us in.
Nothing across the board.
Nah. Oh, they beat us in Family Feud. But who's counting? Like,
That's where you stop counting.
Yeah,
Family
like
Feud?
it's Family Feud. But like we played them in in basketball 5v5. I had like 40, right? After the game, we got into an argument, and one of my agent was like, "Bro, we don't need Duke. We can beat y'all without Duke." And then they played. I'm sitting on the sideline. AMP won.
Still won without
Still
you.
won.
Oh,
without
man.
me.
Right.
That's,
At that point, you know
it's like whatever.
Who would you say are the 3 most influential content creators?
I'll say in my lane, I'll say Illuminati. Influential, my dog Aiden Ross. And then I'll go Cenat.
Okay. I was wondering if you were going to put Kai in there. What do you think it is about those 3 that would make them the most influential?
For Aiden and Kai, they made streaming what it is. They changed like the streaming like world, as in like at first streaming was just playing a game. Now it's like you got to compete with Aiden and Kai and whoever else does it, bringing on full-on celebrities, holding full events, boxing matches, bringing the YouTube world basically to Twitch on live stream. And if you're not doing it, you can't compete with them.
Right.
So.
And Illuminati, why him?
I feel like a lot of like his like terminology and lingo is still used to the day. Like, that's tough. Everybody said it, but he was the one who like made it. Like, I feel like he just really slept on as far as like the internet being how it is and why it is today. I feel like someone already got it.
Is there a lot of money to be made in YouTube?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause like you can make money off the video, but if you get a brand deal like attached to that video, now you just double dip.
So you can also, when you said you get paid by the ads, is that correlated to the views on the video at all?
Yeah, it's the views. So like in simplest terms, like I just throw like if you get 1 million views, that's like anywhere from like 13 to like 20 bands.
Okay, for 1 million views.
Yeah.
Got it. So when you see a video with 10 million views,
Then you can pretty much like
do the math on it.
Yeah.
Somebody might have made
X, Y, and Z.
100K for that.
Depending, yeah.
So somewhere between 13 to 20K per million views on YouTube.
Yeah. Depending on, yeah.
What makes that, because that's a pretty wide range. What makes it somewhere on the lower end of 13 versus somewhere on the higher end like 20?
Watch time and CPM,
CPM, what's that?
like cents per minute.
Okay.
Watch time is really important because like if you have a 20-minute video, you can put multiple ad breaks in the YouTube video. And watch time comes into play because it's like if the video is 20 minutes and they watch 10 minutes, if you had 2 ad breaks before the 10-minute mark, then they hit those 2 maybe. But then, you know, it's still more left in the video.
Copy.
So that's why like the 13 to 20 is, because like if they watch 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then they only hit half of
The ads, I see. What then for you when you're approaching making content is like your goal amount of time that you want to make a video, and what's the goal amount of time that you want them to watch for?
I don't really think about none of that.
Okay.
I just like want to make like good video that tells a good story and like it's entertaining to watch.
Got it. So you're not even in the weeds with the numbers like, shit, I need them to watch 70% of the video
Nah.
so I can put this
I don't
many
even care
ad
about like
breaks.
the money aspect of it.
You don't care about the money.
I just put out videos whenever I feel like it's a good video to watch. But then again, I be like not dropping some videos because I'm like, I don't like that.
So there have been times where you've made full entire videos, edited it and everything, and then
not
just
dropped it.
didn't put it out.
Yeah. But now I'm starting to like put them on my like live channel, just throw them over there.
Got it. Because you still make some bread off of it.
Yeah, but it's just like I know they want to see it, even though I don't want to drop it. I know they do.
Gotcha.
So I just throw it over there.
Just still throw it out there just because.
Yeah.
A quick Google search says that your net worth is $1.5 million. Is that accurate?
Is that true? No.
Not true.
No.
Far off? Close?
Type shit. Right. But yeah.
When you're able to know that you're at a place financially where you're comfortable, from the beginnings that you come from, what does that feel like?
Ooh. Fantastic. It's like it's a great feeling like waking up not having to worry about like financial circumstances. I feel like that's one of the most like slept on like freedoms. Yeah.
Are you at a place now where you're able to help your family out and?
Oh yeah, that was my priority from jump. Like before I even like started like buying like designer or like cars or jewelry, I had to buy my own house first.
Wow, so you put your mom up in the crib, that's fire.
Yeah, I had to do that before I even got chains up. I just wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, so that was the first thing you did,
Yeah,
buy your mom a house. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing.
it is.
Well, thanks for breaking that down for us. Duke, you're 29,
Yeah,
turning 30 very soon.
in like a month.
Yeah. How does that feel, turning
It feel
the
good.
big 3-0?
It feel good. Like I haven't like I'm still like I feel like I'm still peaking physically. Cause like I'm starting to like jump higher and like run faster than I did when was like 20, 21. But I'm just happy to like make it
Yeah.
because not everybody does.
Do you feel any nerves, any reservations about turning 30 years old? It's a big milestone.
Yeah, nah. I'll start worrying when I get like 37.
Right.
I think that's a good age to start like,
Being like, oh shit, I'm getting up there.
yeah, 37 is like, 40 is like unk now. Yeah, they call me unk right now. But 40, I think it's like,
I've seen people on the internet refer to you as Unk.
yeah.
Why do they call you that?
You say, why do they do that?
Yeah, why?
I think it's in reference to how old Kai is and younger.
Okay.
So like, I'm the oldest in AMP, but Agent is right behind me. He like 27, 28.
Okay.
Phantom is 27. And then, so like, it's not reference to like them. I think Kai and like younger, it's like, they don't, not Kai, but the younger people don't really realize how close they are to 30. Like, in they minds, they got a while to get there.
Right.
But
It's not. It's gonna fly by.
yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
Does that type of stuff annoy you or frustrate you? Having to always see like the old jokes or like the 1987 or like.
Nah, I was telling you about how like it starts off like cool, funny, and then it gets like cringy, lame, and then like that's when they need to just let it go. But they haven't let it go. So now it's just like, I feel like it's starting to be, when somebody like force a joke like that, it's starting to be like, we get it now.
Yeah, like it's not even funny. Like maybe in the beginning it was funny for the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
few
It was
times.
funny in the beginning, and then it was like, damn, y'all still doing it.
Right.
Now it's just like,
Y'all still doing it?
y'all
Like,
still doing it.
Let it go.
Like 1987 and Rizz is like,
Oh, they're both up. Like
they still here like Beyblades. Like they go. I don't know how they still here, but
one day they'll both be
yeah, one day they'll
goner.
be gone.
I guess lastly, just here in closing, you've been able to accomplish a lot of the goals that you've set, I'm sure. You've built up multiple channels to successful points. If you had to start over right now from scratch, do you feel like you'd be able to do it all over again?
I do it faster than like, yeah, it's super. Like, do I still know what I know?
Yes. Knowing everything you know now, would you be able to do it all over again?
Yeah, it'll take like 3 months.
3 months, you
Yeah.
could do it.
It'll take 3 months.
Why? What are the things that maybe you learned that you'd be like, oh, just got to do this, this, and that?
I know the blueprint now, and I know like each social media like algorithm and like what works. I know everything. So 3 months.
It's a beautiful thing.
2, maybe
Oh,
2.
now you're stressing. Now you're
Nah,
stressing.
maybe 2. I'm just saying like, I know like what to do, what not to do.
Okay, let's say 2 months, right? What would you be able to grow a channel from, or even your personal brand from 0 to what in 2 months?
From 0, it's all about like your face, getting your face out there as much as possible. So TikTok is the easiest, but TikTok don't have no longevity towards it. The longevity is YouTube. So I would make YouTube content first, but I would make YouTube videos like as like the topics as relevant as possible.
Okay.
Whatever's going on, whatever is hot, I would focus on that at first, and then I would put my YouTube videos on TikTok with the correct hashtags and the correct sounds. And once people realize, like, start knowing my face well enough, I would start streaming and reacting to Kai, Aiden, Speed, and throwing those reactions on TikTok.
Okay.
And hashtagging their names as well. And eventually, my video will get into Kai's or whoever I'm reacting to's hashtag algorithm. And then, I would start like making myself like as a peer of theirs. Because when you put somebody above you, you're gonna stay there forever. So, and then eventually people will like start mentioning me, of course, with them.
And then you're in there.
I'm in the dough then.
Wow, you just laid out the perfect blueprint.
Nah, but it's easy though. That's how I look at it.
So that's how you do it. You just gave $1 million worth of game for $0.
Yeah, for free. I be telling people that when they come up to me though.
But now you just told the masses, so.
Yeah, but they're not gonna, like, a lot of people like they'll hear it. But what I just said, it takes time. But people not gonna put in the work for it.
Right.
They
Most
want,
people won't be willing to. I say that all the time. People ask me for advice. If you give people one task, most of the time they won't even do the one task, and that's it.
bruh, when people come to me and say, give me one piece of advice, I say, be consistent. Like, that's so cliche, but like, in 3 months, if you posting on YouTube like consistently, like YouTube will throw your videos into this like the topic that you're in, and then it'll push like to the masses of that topic if you consistent enough. But
Most people,
they won't do it anyway. So
yeah, it's just falling on deaf ears.
that's why I don't like giving people the advice, because I'm just talking.
Right.
They ain't gonna do it.
They ain't gonna listen anyway.
Nah.
All right, Duke. I appreciate you taking the time, man.
Appreciate you for having me, man.
Thanks for being on the show. Hope you enjoyed yourself. There's not many interviews. Like, it's hard to. You don't have many interviews out there.
Nah.
This is maybe one of your first big interviews, because when I was doing my research, you've done like maybe a podcast appearance here. You've done sneaker shopping on Complex, but that's it. Sit down interviews. I couldn't really find anything like that.
Nah, I think this is my first one, I think.
Well, I'm honored, bro. I'm happy that we were able to lock in and make it happen.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
My brother. Good luck on everything.
Of course, man. You too, man.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.